Good morning. Welcome to Be Your Best, Make Things Happen this morning. Thank you so much for logging on and for being here this morning with me. I believe that you and I will definitely have a great time. It's Be Your Best, Make Things Happen, 20 minutes of inspiration, motivation, leadership, purpose, and success. And I'm sure that you will definitely be inspired, you'll definitely be motivated to move to another level. Good morning, Toby. Good morning, David. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here this morning. God bless you greatly. It's a rainy morning over here in Lagos. I don't know how the weather is where you are. How has been your month? This is already second week in the month of July. I hope your month is going well, and I hope the second half of the year is going well for you. I pray that this new month and this second half of this year will be times of testimony, will be times of good report for you. Most especially, I pray that God will make you a pleasant surprise to yourself and to all those around you. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here. My book is still out there, The Economy of Becoming All You Are Created to Be, 32 life lessons to help you in the pursuit of the creative life. Good morning, bros. Thank you so much for joining. That's my brother-in-law. Thank you so much for being here this morning, sir. So my book is still out there, The Economy of Becoming All You Are Created to Be, 32 life lessons to help you in the pursuit of the creative life. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that has downloaded it, that has bought the book, and thank you so much for everyone that has sent in their reviews. God bless each and every one of you greatly. I do not take it in any way for granted. For actually taking out time to read it, I'm really so grateful. If you have not gotten yours, the link is right there in my bio. The link to the very first chapter of the book is right there. If you go on my Instagram page, beconomy.pagedemo.co. Once you click on the link, in a few seconds you get the very first chapter of the book for free. Good morning, Aminos, and good morning, Moskris. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you so much for joining. So like I was saying, if you have not gotten my book Economy, it's right there. Once you go on my Instagram page, you click on the link, in a few seconds you get the very first chapter of the book for free. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that has downloaded it and that has sent in their reviews. I have one review here from his name is Afolabi Goodluck. He sent in his review during the week. I'll just read it so that you can hear. He says, "Thank you, bro, for sending a soft copy of some pages of Economy. I like the fact that as a young aspiring youth, you have taken your time to put together a book that serves as a motivation to everyone who has a goal and intends making something out of their life. I marvel at your level of intelligence and use of words. For me, Economy is a masterpiece that generations unborn will benefit from." Thank you so much, Afolabi, for that review. I'm so grateful. And for everyone that has sent in their reviews, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much for your support. May God continue to bless and increase each and every one of you. So the book is Economy. In the book, what I don't simply do is I simply share my story. It's not a book of just cliches and just quotes. I share my story, and most people that have read it have been able to relate with it. So I believe that if you get it, you will definitely enjoy it. It's a book on self-discovery. It's a book on how to help you live the creative life, and I believe that you will definitely learn something from reading the book. Yes, the network is really bad. I'm so sorry. I think it's because of the rain that it's coming down here this morning in Lagos. Please bear with me. I will still put the thank God for the future that is on Instagram now, that you can still share the video after the live feed is done, so that you can still get to watch it after now. But thank you so much, David, for your support. God bless you. Last week I talked, I'll just go straight into what I said I was going to talk about this morning. Last week I talked about how to stop being jealous, and I said I was just going to take it a little bit further today. Last week I mentioned that there's nothing wrong with having the feelings of jealousy. allowing those feelings to lead us to do wrong things, that it's the problem. Good morning, Idris. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you so much for joining. And I said that it's like jet fuel. You can either use it to propel you forward, or you can either use it to set yourself on fire. I also said that it's about the journey and not the destination. I also mentioned that in life we are tested for different things. For some people, life is like a marathon, so they are going through the endurance test, while some people, life is like a sprint, so they are going through the speed test. And I said the most important thing is for you to pass your own test. So those are the things that we should not forget. Good morning, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining. So I said I'll just take it a little bit further today on how to stop being jealous. And I would just like to share, there was a post that my mentor Steve Harris put up on his page earlier this week that blessed me so much and that relates to that particular topic. I'd just like to read it for you. Some of you might have seen it anyway, but I'd just like to read it for you in case if you have not seen it. And the title of that post is, "You don't need anyone's permission to succeed." And he goes on to say, "Truth is, they are not going to give it to you. You don't need anyone's permission to succeed." And I say, truth is, they are not going to give it to you. In this part of the world, when driving and you signal that you want to get into another lane, and what happens? The car behind you speeds up and tries to block your entry in front of him, as if your being in front of him means you will get to his destination before him. Crazy, huh? Most people are like that vehicle. They are insecure about who's in front of them because it makes them feel you are ahead of them. They don't realize that being in front doesn't mean you are ahead, and being at the back doesn't mean you are behind. I'll take that again. He said they don't realize that being in front doesn't mean you are ahead, and being at the back doesn't mean you are behind, because we are not going to the same destination. Here's my big idea. No one will give you permission to succeed. You will have to take it. Give yourself the psychological permission to succeed. When someone around you gets successful, tell yourself that as long as you have the work ethic and are prepared, when the opportunity shows up, you will be ready. And remember, no one will get to your destination before you, because success is about getting to your destination. No matter how fast you drive, you won't get to my house before me. Why? Because you don't know where I live. That particular post blessed me so much, and it really relates to how to stop being jealous. If in case you can go on his bio, I am Steve Harris, and then check for the post. I think it was some days ago, and read it. I assure you that it's you are definitely going to be blessed, and it relates so well to what we are talking about this morning. That the truth about it is that we all have various destinations that we are going to. So there's no need to allow being jealous or allow the feelings of jealousy to lead us to do something wrong, because we'll definitely get to our own destination. Good morning, Miss Hamupolo, and good morning, Vera. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you so much for joining. So I will just wrap up by saying that how do we stop being jealous? Don't let the achievement or the accomplishments of your heroes intimidate you or bluff you into silence. For example, Rory McIlroy, many of us that follow golf, we know Rory McIlroy, we know Tiger Woods. The interesting thing was that the very first time Tiger Woods won his U.S. Tour Championship in '94, Rory McIlroy watched him on TV while he won that championship at the age of 5. And it's interesting that 13 years later, this same Rory McIlroy was now competing with Tiger Woods. And at the end of the day, in 2011, the same records that Tiger Woods set, Rory McIlroy eventually broke those same records. So don't allow anybody's accomplishments intimidate you. Good morning, Most Chris. Okay, watching live from Abuja. I just wish you could make available on soft copy so we can download same, please. I love young and enterprising scholars. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Most Chris. We'll definitely do that. Thank you so much. So, like I was saying, don't let anyone's accomplishments or achievement bluff you into silence. Just like Steve Harris says that look, do you have the work ethic? Are you preparing yourself for that place, for that future that you see yourself going into? There's no need. There's no need being jealous over somebody's looks, over somebody's achievements, over somebody's, excuse me, over somebody's cars, or the money, amount of money they have in their bank account. If you really want to be jealous of their work ethic, be jealous of their vision, be jealous of their creativity. Those are the things that we need to focus on. So the key is, what are you focusing on? Most of the times we focus on the glory of those people that we admire. We focus on, oh, the fancy car, we focus on the nice dress, we focus on how they look, we focus on how articulate they talk. But those are not the things that we need to focus on. What we should be focusing on is, how much work do these people put in? What is the level of creativity they bring into the work that they are doing? What's the level of vision that they have? Those are those things that we should focus on. I remember some days ago I was watching the video of Cristiano Ronaldo during the Euros, when they were playing the final match, and many of us that remember the game, we remember that he didn't play the entire 90 minutes of the game. Why? Because he sustained an injury. And it was interesting that I was watching that video again, and I saw the fact that as they were taking him out of the pitch, he was shedding tears. And the reason why he was shedding tears was because it was paining him that he couldn't play to the end of the match. He couldn't serve his nation. And that's when it hit me that, look, it's one thing. Good morning, Daddy K. Thank you so much for joining. It's one thing for us to admire him and say, oh, I wish to look like Cristiano Ronaldo. I wish to have the kind of money. I wish to drive the car he drives. But the thing we should ask ourselves, do we have the amount of passion that he has? Do we have the amount of dedication that he has to what he wants to do? I think those are the things that we need to focus on. And at the end of the day, once we can shift that focus, once we can realign our focus in that direction, remember, we're focusing on work ethic, we're focusing on the creativity they bring into what they do, and we are focusing on the amount of vision that they have. Once we do that, I assure you that the sky will not just be the limit for us, but it will be our stepping ground. And I know that as we do that, definitely you definitely see yourself being your best and see yourself make things happen, not just for you, but for all those around you. So I hope that has helped somebody this morning. That's just the brief advice that I have to share. I'm really sorry for the network, is because the rain is coming down over here. But I just want to say again, thank you so much for everyone that joined in this morning. God bless you. I do not take it for granted for sparing out time to be here. God bless each and every one of you greatly. Please do not forget my book. It's out there, Beconomy, the economy of becoming all you are created to be. 32 life lessons to help you in your pursuit of the creative life. It's one, I assure you, it's one of the best books on self-discovery that you can ever get out there. How to discover your own personal economy. If you have not gotten yours, please go to my page on Instagram. The link to the very first chapter is there. You click on the link in a very few seconds. You get the very first chapter. You get the very first chapter of the book for free. So download it. Please also share the link with your friends, with your loved ones, with your families. Let them also enjoy it. And I know that definitely each and every one of us will have a testimony to share. So thank you so much once again. Do have a wonderful weekend. Do have a great week coming. Enjoy the rest of the month of July. Enjoy the rest of the second half of this year. Till I see you again, please do remember, your greatness is very sure.